Hello and welcome to the Donna Show. This is your host DJ Donna, and I am back with another episode of the Donna Show. Well, we have another big name in the industry today, and he is recognized as one of India's most exciting EDM acts to emerge in quite some time. He is the fastest ring, big room, commercial, and progressive artist in the country. No show by him fails to impress one with his signature remixes and releases. He is also known for his ability to rock crowds with his scintillating work and creativity, blending genres with ease and always creating a never before experienced massive atmosphere. Well, he is none other than Get Massive, aka DJ Mazhar. How are you, Mazhar? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Donna. It's a pleasure to be on the show and this invite from Louvre and you. you know,
Thank you.
I
Thank you
usually,
so much.
I usually don't go. I try avoid being live, but then when I saw your show, I really loved it because the
Thank you
talk
so
shows
much.
are, yeah, yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. I hope you're doing good during the lockdown.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. Okay, managing.
We'll talk about what you've been up to in the
Yes,
show,
yes, yes. There is something interesting.
For sure. We'll get to hear about that. But before that, let's come to the question and answers. When did you decide to become a DJ?
Around I think this was about 2001, 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't afford the equipment those time. My elder brother had introduced me to a DJ first time, and I
Okay.
happened to see. And then when I saw those tracks, those CD collection, they had those case logic.
Right,
So
right.
so when he showed me the player mixer, first time I saw in my life, and I was
Right,
like,
right.
I don't know what this is, but I want this. But those days, even those days, 18, 20 years back, 1 lakh rupees is a lot of amount, right? So
Correct, correct.
so
Absolutely.
Denon was very famous those days, right? Denon, so
Yeah, yeah.
Denon had released a lot of players. There is a player called DN 2500.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So from there, the journey
I mean,
began.
even my journey began with that. So,
Okay.
okay. So, I mean, what club did you perform? Your first event, which club was it? Did
Okay,
you
this is very
did you
fun.
start
Yeah.
as a club
Yes.
DJ or
See, for me, I've been most of the time when I've been a DJ, I've had loads of luck, to be very frank.
right,
So,
right.
so, so, but then, as I told you, I started off with a software called PC DJ, and I played. I remember I was kept like a wildcard entry DJ at 2002, yeah, 2001, December 31st. There's a hotel
Okay,
called Chola, and they sent me along with the DJ. They sent me like a wild card entry, and I never
right.
realized that I'm playing for somebody very big. And close to 30, 35 film stars from Bollywood were there.
Wow,
So that was my first show. So that's how the journey started.
wow, wow.
Yes, so that's where my first show was a New Year show, and that too it was a non-paid gig. So yeah, because yeah, so it was like not
I think we all start
yeah,
that way only, like
yes,
no
yes.
problem with no money and just
See,
experience.
yeah, so somebody
Yeah,
giving you that experience, no, and after that, yeah. But that was a very satisfactory gig for me because I really experienced
right.
playing on the computer, like PC DJ.
Okay. Right,
Yeah,
right, right, right. So, what was your first club as a
my
DJ?
first club. Okay, no, this is pretty. My first club as a DJ was Sparks. It's a very famous clubs in Chennai, and
Of
yeah,
course.
I had got like a small assistant DJ. So that
Uh-huh.
was my first club. One of my super seniors from Chennai was there. His name is Mr. Chubby. So
Right,
he's like the like a very famous DJ. So
right,
those days itself. So I was like under him like for few months. That's my first club experience.
right, right. Wow, great. And your first live event?
My you mean live event as in like how
Yeah,
do you can you
as
please?
in, I'm sure you play live gigs, like yeah, you mix your
Yeah,
tracks live and you make music live. I know that for sure. I've seen you.
yeah.
So when was your first
So
live?
you're telling me digitally
Yes,
live set?
yes, yes.
No, that was, I think, pretty. I think it was, if I'm not wrong, during the lockdown only. I went live, but it was always like a pre-recorded through OBS Studio,
Okay, okay,
like a
okay.
radio show.
Uh-huh.
So that I kind of started like around, I think, uh, 16, 17. 16, 17, and then when I used to play live, sometimes go in front of the audience with the Facebook live for a minute. Yeah, during the concerts I've done that several times.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So I also know about you, playing live, as in, mixing your music, and rather making your music live. I've seen you
Yeah.
play the piano while you were
Yeah.
uh, making beats, and during your gigs in underground. I remember when I first
Yes.
heard you live. So
Yes.
tell me about your live events. When you make your
See, basically, I've always had a very different, weird taste of music, to be very frank.
right, right,
But then what happened is that, see, as you evolve as a musician or as a DJ, see, you got to really give the audience. See, audience, it does not matter for them whether the song is coming through an iPod or a laptop or the Pioneer CDJ. It does not matter. Then I realized, why should I go through so much of hard work, using the CDJs and Q play. Then I realized, and then I got introduced to Ableton Live first time
right,
around 2006, 7, and then
right.
I thought, wow, this is beautiful. And then from there, I started editing my tracks because most of
Right.
my tracks I have edit. So I started
Yeah.
editing tracks slowly, started adding acapellas those days itself. And then, yeah, a little bit keyboard MIDI triggering, then some live effects through the MIDI. And yeah,
Right.
so like make some live mashups. It is very easier because you don't really have to get scared when you're using Ableton Live because you have to do a lot of homework. But once you come on the stage, it's like the last thing you'll want to worry about, like, okay, what if I double beat? Because you know how Ableton works. No, it's like an
Correct. Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 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 So, what are your genres of music?
See, when I started, I've always had love. I started off, I think, I started listening to trance in the beginning, and then I had that kida, they say in Hindi, of making music. So I remember, I think I used to hear 2005, a couple of, I think, NYK,
Right. Right.
Buddy. So the NYK's remixes used to come out. But then since I told, I was always using something called a Sony Vegas, and I was mashing up tracks, Sony
Right.
Vegas software, and then I got introduced to FL Studio, and then
Mm-hmm.
from there I started off with that, and then yep. So I started
No, but
off
what, what
with
what are
that.
your genres of music? Like when
I'm
you
so sorry.
started
I'm so sorry.
DJing?
I kind of
No
see my
problem.
my my thing is like, see, after when I started that remixing part, I always had love for house music.
Right.
We all have. We've always,
Right. Right. I think we all
so
start
so
with
yeah.
that
Yeah.
genre
So, but
somehow.
then I started making remixes. I had that remix I really love. So I started adding those electro. Those days, electro was very famous, right? So I started adding
Correct.
those electro
Correct.
vibes. Then I shifted to electro house, and then after a point, I was like, I used to play house music and I used to make Bollywood remixes, but then I had a couple of issues, a couple of gigs. Like they wanted me to play a lot of. I was not very famous in playing Bollywood remixes
Right.
actually. For me, it was not very easy. Then when I started Bollywood remixes, of course I did. I started touring, and then yeah, after that I kind of got lost in my career. I think yeah. Then that's the next question you want to ask me.
Right. Right. Tell me your most memorable performance.
My most memorable performance when okay, 2017 in EVC Mumbai, I
Wow.
opened for Armin van Buuren. That's
Wow.
my that was my that was my most memorable event.
Right.
That
Right.
was that was I mean I never even imagined. I mean, thanks to EVC and the team, and
I'm sure you
yeah,
deserve it. Yeah. I mean, I've
yeah.
heard your
So
music and I
yes,
really, really like your your style, your
So,
choice of
mm,
beats and stuff. I really like. Personally, I like
mm,
your style. So
thank you. My
yeah.
current genres has been like, I think if I'm not wrong, I think I'm one of the very few DJs in India who play big room trance. Basically,
Right,
it's yeah, same like the commercial EDM with a little bit of trance flavor at 126, 128 BPM.
right,
So
right.
that's my style for the concerts, and
Hmm.
I like progressive house. So
Oh,
that's
I
my
love progressive
genre.
house.
Yeah.
I
So
love. I just
these
started
two.
actually,
Yeah,
playing progressive house with a new alias. Anyway, so tell me something. Your name initially was Mazhar as a
yeah.
DJ,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then how did Get Massive come?
Okay. Now I'll tell you. Now
Conception
this
and
is
the
a
journey.
pretty short story. Yeah. See, as I was doing very well with mother, and somewhere I lost myself due to some
Right,
personal reasons. I lost. I
right,
left India. Then when I came back, and everything was gone. And after that, what happened was I thought, that's it, it's done for me. My career is finished. I think it's gone. And then suddenly I got introduced to trance music.
right,
And then
right.
from there, but people told, Mazhar is finished. I don't think people even wanted to hire me. So then I had my other personal reasons and I kind of shut myself. And
Right,
by
right,
2015 end, I was very lucky during the Chennai floods. I I was suddenly offered a gig 1 week before the New Year's 2015, and then I
right.
played for my first proper concert
Get
in
Massive.
Chennai. Yeah, yeah, and then Get Massive. Like, okay, fine, and then I was still slightly lost because I was doing Mazhar, and then I bought up MAZHAR,
Okay.
and then from there the transition happened. Then what happened? 2016, I won the award, my campaigning. So I got
Right,
the best trance artist award in
right,
2016, my fave. And then since I had the trophy, I thought, okay, maybe this is fate. And then I started knocking the doors because I had some pretty good content from that concert, right?
right,
So
right,
that
right,
that that footage was helping me, and then I started sending this to few people. Why don't you try? And then from there, I started playing not just like EDM or big room. I started doing big room trance. Same like
right,
what Armin does.
right,
Armin's early set, what he plays, those kind
right.
of sounds. Okay, so there are very few big room trance DJs in the world right now. I mean,
Hmm.
who even make that music? There are very few actually.
Right,
So
right,
then I realized, why not take this, and that's where the journey started off. And
right. But
and
why?
as
Yeah, carry on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and as every concert came, I took that concert's footage and I started growing, making baby steps, knocking doors, telling them. But then what happened? People started forgetting the mother side of me because I had
Correct.
not done. I kind of quit Bollywood for a very long time. I was like, okay, let's not do. And then those days, I think around 14, the EDM scene was really picking up with all the concerts,
Yeah, yeah,
and that kind of helped me. Yeah, so that's where. And after the award, no looking back. I said, maybe this is it. I
yeah.
think
I mean,
okay.
fate just comes, opportunities just knocks. You never know when, how.
Yes.
But tell me something. Why Get Massive? Why was the name Get Massive?
See, on I think 2010, I released a track called Get Massive. Okay, in the name of
Okay,
Mazhar on Beatport, and I
okay,
kind of, it's very catchy. It's it
right.
was it was pretty catchy, and that's how I think I kind of was like, it was
But
pretty
is it?
catchy.
But was
Tell
that
me.
your first release?
No, no. 2008, I had released.
What was
I
the name
had
of the
released
song? The
Beatport.
first release. The first
First release
release.
was I won a competition in London, and
Okay, okay,
yeah, I won a competition in London. Yeah, there were like a beatport competition. I won that, and that
right,
was a remix I did. And after that, my
right.
first release is called Rainbow Night, 2008, during
Wow.
the underground times.
Right,
That was
right,
my
right,
first release. Yeah.
right. So, you want to talk about your achievement and awards?
Okay.
We
Now,
know about My Fave. You got My Fave in
yeah.
2016.
So,
Anything before
can I
that?
move the phone if you don't mind? I mean, can I just? I know how to. I want to show you something, you guys.
Sure,
Can
sure.
I
Please
take?
go ahead. Yes, of course.
Okay,
Please,
I'm
please.
gonna show you. Sorry, yeah. Okay,
No
that's
problem.
my one. Okay, I don't know how to. I don't think I can change the cam. I'm so sorry.
No, just take it with you and just show it to us. No
Yeah,
problem.
can you
Show
please
us. Yes, of course. Oh,
see?
wow. Okay.
That's okay. Now that's like okay. Wait, which way? Okay. Now that's one. I think the camera is this side. No, now
Yes, we
this
can see.
one.
We can see.
It's 2004.
Okay.
State first, Tamil Nadu first,
Okay.
and this one is India third best DJ,
Okay. Wow.
2004, and this is state first, Karnataka.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I mean I won in Bangalore because the awards were not there in Chennai, and if I'm not wrong, this is India second best DJ award,
Wow.
2005 Velocity Mumbai.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
okay. So that's like my awards, and there are few more I've had. Wait, I
Okay.
hope the position is right. Yes.
Yes.
So those my awards, and I have won a couple of awards. Like I think if I'm not wrong, I have close to 13 awards or 14 awards in total. So that's my
Wow.
award. My biggest award till date is my fame because that's like the official. Of course, Times was also official. You know, those days,
Right.
our
Yeah. Yeah. A
legends
lot of
were there.
judges.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
all our
Yeah.
legends, Suketu Bhaiya, Akhtar Bhaiya, Akbar Sami Bhaiya, all these were judges. So I was like a cutie boy, you know. So I used to jump on the stage. So they used to go real excited. Where is that boy? Where is that boy? I was like
Wow.
16, 17 years back. I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
yeah.
tell us about your proudest moments of your journey and also your experience so far.
My proudest moment of journey will be EVC Mumbai opening for Armin.
Seriously again.
I
Right.
mean, it's
Right.
like, see, according to me, I feel that it's not easy first to open for him, even if you happen to give a lot of money.
Right.
And since I had the tagline of the best trance DJ, and I had my first release under Get Massive for Ali and Fila's label. I was the
Wow.
second Indian DJ to release on FSOE XLSR. So I
Right.
released my first big room trance track with one of my friends from Moldova. So that because I know Electronic Family was the stage in EBC Mumbai. So when
Right.
they came, they had screened close to 5 to 10 DJs in India. So in the screening test, I had passed. So they were like, okay, this guy's got maybe this guy is the trans DJ. Still till date, I'm very happy because in India, when they want to call me, if any trans artist is coming, sometimes they recently opened for Paul Van Dyke on Sunburn Live. I
Wow.
opened yeah on April. I opened for Paul Van Dyke. I mean, I was very blessed to open for him on the
Right.
digital show. So this was always been helpful. They if the trans thing comes, they used to be like, okay, let's call Mazhar.
Yeah, there aren't any too many trans DJs in India any which ways. So,
There are few. I think there are some good trans people. The problem is that one thing a lot of trans teachers have not realized is that see, you really cannot sell trans because I tried it and I realized I was kind of jeopardizing some gigs of mine. I did try and then where I had to twist my genre and then I had to slowly get into a little bit of commercial. If you could take all the big DJs, they have done the same thing, right?
right,
So
right,
so there are some very good DJs, but then I think for them I don't know, maybe they've had some pretty good releases and they didn't take it forward. I'm still telling you the big room trance what I'm talking about
hmm
in the world it still has a lot of scope.
right.
It has a lot of scope. Till date, I'm very happy because I know I can anytime just like jump in back into the wagon. So
Right, right. So, tell me an incident during your live show. I mean, any funny stories you've come across or something that happened to you?
I wish my ex-manager should be hearing. That is funny. You want funny or like how do you want? You want like a
I want any
fun?
funny story from you. I mean, anything that happened in your events, anything funny that you've experienced?
No, seriously, I was like trying to think. Okay, I'll just tell something. I was playing in Delhi. I was
Huh?
playing in Delhi 2019. Okay,
Right. Uh-huh.
and I was playing in Delhi, and in front of 8,000 people, my laptop got shut.
Oh, shit.
You should see my ex-manager. Oh my God, that was like, imagine, no, everybody is like
I
kind of
know.
dancing. But my ex-manager is looking at me like that. You're like, okay, my good friend Rajat, so
Right, right.
yeah, so he's looking at me. So that was like, so after that, I got a little because I never used to carry backup of pen drive, very
Pen
lazy. I'm
drive,
very, very lazy. So I never
right.
used to carry the pen drive backup, but after that gig, uh, I said people told, you know
That
what,
was a
Nazar,
learning experience.
you need to really, really, really start carrying pen drive with your tracks record boxing. So every time I travel, I will have a pen drive backup. So that was like, yeah. So because you
That was a
never
learning
know.
experience for you, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think, see, Macs are designed in such a way that they never give up on you. But my Mac was a pretty old. I think that's
Okay.
where it kind of gave up. Macs don't because I've never had this experience that the laptop has got shut. Like, yeah.
Right,
So
right, right.
that was one incident I wanted to. There are many, but I'm not able to recollect.
Right.
There are like
Do you
so
have
many
any
funny.
fan? Do you have any fan related stories?
Yeah, a lot of my fan loves my merchandise because my fan related story. Every time I come back from the concert, I play for a campus gig or any concert. You should,
Right, right.
my Instagram gets filled with taglines, and then I keep getting highs and all that. And I've always believed that. See, one thing I've noticed is that is because see, I'm here is because of the fans and the people and the friends
Correct,
and the
correct.
DJ fraternity. I've always believed that even if I'm on the stage, I have to respect my fans. So every time I go on stage, a lot of I've seen a lot of DJs throwing in stuff,
Right.
throwing the mug. I did that once and then I felt very uncomfortable. So every time when I'm playing, I give my exclusive Get Massive. I have like Get Massive, the merchandise. So I
Merchandise,
go
yeah.
give it, especially only to the girls. I'll go. So
Right.
yeah, so I have that. Yeah.
Tell me something. Any incident which has changed your life?
Yeah. The incident which changed my life was I think it is uh, I think it was Get Massive. I'm really
Yeah.
blessed. If it is not for Get Massive, maybe I don't think I would have come back ever. I think God has been really, I've been really feeling blessed that because most of the DJs I've seen either they have lost their careers and then they have gone and then there is no chance to come back. If there is, it's almost impossible to actually come back. But then I realized that when Get Massive was there, I think I had a lot of blessings from a lot of people. People said, okay, this guy deserves a chance. And I really want to thank even the promoters and all the club owners, the friends, and then especially my old DJ friends, you, Nikhil, Ace, and so many DJs, Ace and all those days, the 2008, 7. I think you all started at that time,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
like yeah, those days. And
yeah.
so many artists. Yeah.
I think me and NYK started the same year. I think
Yes.
almost the same year. 2004, I started off. I'm not sure
Oh
about
my
him.
God. You know what? You know what? When I came 2008, I think I met you the first time at
Yeah,
underground.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I
Underground,
never
yeah, yeah.
knew. I never knew actually. And then Anshul told me about like, oh,
Yeah,
she.
a lot of my friends didn't really know that I was DJ for the first 5 years of my life. Like only people who
Yes.
had probably seen me perform knew.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no one really knew that I was a DJ. You know, I really kept
Uh,
it very hush hush. I don't even know why
I,
though, but yeah,
I have watched some of your shows. Pretty nice. I think recently I watched you did a progressive house and slight tech.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
Melodic
very nice.
production.
And I think I've seen like more. I've seen some. I think you played at a cruise, and
Yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah,
seen a
yeah,
couple of videos. Yeah,
yeah,
very
yeah.
nice, nice
Thank
stuff.
you, thank you so much. Okay, so tell us any. Did you have any bad experience during any of your gigs?
I've had uh, I've had bad experience during my gig. Is like I've had yeah. I've had in the, you mean anytime, in the early
Yeah,
stages,
yeah,
right?
whenever.
Especially this request is where we all DJs get stuck with the
Yeah,
thing. They keep torturing, play, 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 play,
right,
play,
right.
play. They'll stand up like in front of you, play, I'm leaving, play, I'm leaving, play, I'm leaving. So that, I think that I've had
Yeah,
like experience. And sometimes most of the audience is drunk. So we got to be very
be very
careful.
careful.
Sometimes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some party goers can get abusive. So we got to really keep a calm composure because end of the day we are working over there. Sometimes we have
Correct,
to
correct,
handle the situation. So
correct.
this is, yeah, this I've had this experience several times.
Right. So, since you've done live events, have you been socially trolled?
Yeah, socially trolled. You mean on social media or like?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Social media when you were doing live events during
Some,
this
then
whole lockdown. I mean, that's
no, I did not
trend
have that
happening. I
experience.
don't know why people nowadays have
Yeah,
been
yeah. I
trolling
really want to
everybody.
bring this across topic.
Sure,
See,
go
I'm
ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
not I'm not I really want to see. I'm not here. I'm not telling this to bash anybody because I respect every DJ and every artist. So see what I noticed from the time I started. Okay, see, we have to understand that we are going through crisis. Okay, nobody in the world was prepared. No one. Even of the biggest person in the world was not prepared. Let's take actors. See, but I was really surprised to see when there was so much of war going on. The
Right.
social media thing, I think I was really surprised. And then I was like, see, I really didn't want to post anything about it, but I think people should understand that, see, social media is not a platform to bring the war, not during the time of crisis. You
Correct,
understand?
correct.
So that I felt a little thing, but then, see, you can't really go and share something and then sometimes it might turn against you. But I really want to tell one thing. I think people should be understand that this is the time we really need to help each other and we need to support each other, and we have to have more of compassion. And I think people should
Be
concentrate.
empathetic, you know.
Yeah. People should concentrate on other positive stuff. Like for example, see, okay, when COVID crisis came, I lost myself. Nobody knows what amazing opportunities had lined up for me. But I'm not going to
Correct.
get into that. Like I had my visa and all, it was in process. Just 2 days
Right.
for the visa to arrive. Like that kind of stuff. And then the COVID came. It hit me. So I did not know what really to do in my life.
Right.
And then I will tell you what exactly I did. And I was just lost. I was totally lost. Luckily, my family was really supportive. And this is our bread and butter, right? Music,
Right,
of
right.
course, our gigging. But once the income stops, we really tend to get. See, we also have bills to pay, because a lot of people think, you play for free, you play, but nobody knows that we also have our bills to pay, our family to
Correct, correct.
feed.
Of
you
course.
know we also have personal lives, right? I think most of the people fail to understand that. And I started a small kitchen project with my mother, home delivery food service.
Right.
Yeah, so I started, and I'm this is my 80th day. I'm almost going to complete
Wow.
3 months. Yeah. So one thing I realized that, see, during lockdown we have a special pass.
Right.
Yeah, so see, a lot of people struggle without food. A lot of even good working class, because the money was there, but then people could not go eat good hygienic food. So
Right,
then
right.
we bought in the biryanis, very special biryanis.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mother's recipe, and then we started. I did not even think that the thing will start in any way. Like, I never even imagined, like, the. But on Sundays when I went for giving food during lockdown, with the permission, with the official permission, I saw really so many people. The homeless, normal people. They were just sitting there in the bus stands. Today also I went and I did food delivery. It was really sad to see that.
I
But one thing
understand.
I realized, yeah, it was really seriously. I think everybody should. People who are really having problems, like all these a lot of negativity has been going on. 2020.
Absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mashallah,
Absolutely. The
what
whole
an
year,
amazing year. The
the
best
whole
year
year
2020. 2020. So then I realized, when I see these people, I'm really thankful to God. I thought, see, I have a place to live. I have food to eat. I have vehicle. I have good supportive friends. I have good supportive family. Then this is where I took this time. I wanted to help some people. See, what I did during this COVID crisis is that I let out. See, we artists have attitude. Everybody have. We have our egos. We have. But then I
correct,
kind of
correct.
slowly started. I started building relationship with some of the DJ friends I had lost. I started
Correct.
supporting their work. So
Right.
this way I started being a little, because then I realized that everybody wanted help. Because once when I walked in to their shoes and I started liking their posts, helping them, telling them, hi, how are you? Oh, nice story. It really motivated them. A lot of good
Absolutely.
DJs I'm talking about. Then I
Absolutely.
realized I think the least thing we could do is we should have
Just
some sort
be
of
there for one
negativity.
another, more than
Yes,
anything
yes.
else.
Seriously,
Absolutely.
seriously. I think leave all these stuff aside, and I think we should really support. This is a message to a lot of people out there. See, I, I,
Right.
I also don't like a lot of people, to be very frank. See, everybody will have, like, see, no matter
Absolutely.
how
You
good
can't
you
love
are,
everybody.
no matter how good you are, people will not really like you because they just don't like you. You
Absolutely.
get
I
it?
mean, it's just
Yeah.
vibing.
So,
If you
yeah,
vibe, it's good. If you don't, it's
yeah.
fine. Doesn't really
So
matter.
so
Yeah.
then I said, okay, people who I think that, okay, fine, I really connected, and what is the best part? Everybody connected back equally with more
Right.
respect. A lot
Right.
of people.
Right. Right. So, tell me something fun about being a DJ. What do
Fun
you
about
think?
being a DJ. Live, I'm laughing. I wish my family should hear. Yeah, of course, the limelight, the
Right.
girls and all that. Not only the girls, basically, people get inspired by you.
Right. Right.
The fun about being a DJ is that, see, one thing I've always noticed that sometimes the society is stereotyped. I don't know how to put the word, that DJs, okay, find something, but then nobody
Yeah.
understands DJ is also an amazing profession if you take it in the
Absolutely. I
right.
totally agree with you.
See, today when I'm looking back into my career, if I was really more responsible enough, I would have been retired by now.
Uh,
Yeah, okay.
why would
Yeah.
you retire? I mean, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah, yeah. Retire meaning in terms of, how we all we tend to learn from our mistakes, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think that is the one thing.
Right. So, anything new you're starting at the moment apart from your kitchen thing?
See, I've been teaching. I love teaching kids. I started, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, the new I've started. I'll tell you. I started. It's called Shahzadi Kitchen. It's a very small kitchen. Started from my house. My
Huh?
home is based on a commercial line, like. So we took a couple of basic permissions and from the house. I think I kept this message for everybody. Okay, so I think everybody's hearing this out. See, when my mom told, we are into clothing line. My family, we design clothes, traditional clothes, like for bridal wear. All the shadi kind of dresses for the
Right.
women, we designed. And during the crisis, everything was shut. And then my mom always loved cooking because she's like she the typical Muslim khana, right? So my mom's hobby, and she loves cooking. She wanted to start something like this in 2015 itself, but then
Right.
it kind of didn't work out. And then after the COVID crisis, she said, I'm starting. I said, who is going to buy? What are you talking? I said, no. I still remember the first day. It was June 5th or 6th. I
Okay.
remember my mom, we put in a normal menu, we just decided a name, we made a small poster, and
Right.
we shared it to few friends. I remember the first day or second day, we had something called the non-veg dabba, the dabba,
Mhm.
the rice and all, small
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
gravy.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, let's sell this for $100. And I remember the first delivery I took it. I went to that office. and I was really lost. I think I was like, I don't know what am I doing with my life. And yeah, and that was for somebody, like a friend, and they're like, well, we want to try. And the second day, I started getting one or two calls, and I literally gave up. I said, I can't do this. I said, this is literally like a dog's work. And then what happened? Fourth day came, and then I started having biryani first order.
Right.
So I started giving two close friends only. So they were like they wanted, and then when people tried, and everybody loved the food, and then I made my first menu in a matter of 5 or 10 days, and from there the menu started circulating, and then
Right.
people started helping. The close contacts started referring us, and then they wanted to try because the lockdown, no proper food, so that was my biggest
Yeah.
advantage. So then
Right.
Dunzo, the Dunzo app.
Yeah.
So when Dunzo app, I started using the app, and then I said, "Wow, this is easy. Sit from the home and send the food." So
Right.
so I
Right.
started off like that. So from there, the journey went, and today I've kind of done a pretty decent turnover in a matter of 80 days. But the whole point is that I never started this basically for profit. At first, I thought, but when I started looking in, I started see I'm able to one feed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to help. I'm buying my food resources locally. I buy my vegetables from local vendors, my meat from local vendors, everything. See, now is the time we need to support and buy everything from the local people. Like for
From the
example,
local,
you're
right.
having a business. Me being a friend, it's better to come because I don't think the money has to start rotating, right?
Correct. Correct.
The money has to start rotating. So from there, so as a, when I crossed my first month, I felt good. I said, "Wow, I'm a owner of a kitchen." And when second month went, I like, "Wow, this is nice." And I started. Now I'm able to understand the business. At first, I used to be like this, okay, and then I started having a little hype. I like, okay, I know the game. So when my calls like, yeah, no, we are sold out. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I can't provide. Why don't you pre-book? That kind.
Right. Everybody's doing a lot of
So
pre-booking. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm pretty blessed and thankful to God that I, even during this COVID crisis, I was able to start something small. And
Right.
yeah,
Right.
in future, I'm planning to take this further.
Further with you. Right. But anything in music that you have started off? Any project you're working on?
Uh, yeah,
No.
I recently, yes, I released my first track, Collywood. I was also
Okay.
lucky at this time, COVID. I was approached by a music director, not director, I
Right.
was approached by producer of a film. Said, Mazhar, I think you'll be the best person to make this remix. And then I was little skeptical. I said, Mazhar, we'll pay you. I was like, okay, COVID time, payment, fine. I like, we'll pay you. Then now
Right.
I didn't want to take the whole burden on me. And I was like, what should I do? What should I do? Because, I don't want to put my brain so much. So then I
Right.
called
Right.
Asen. Because Asen is
Right.
the one who helped me a lot. So I
Correct.
called Asen and I told Asen, like this project is there. I think it's better that you come on board. And he was, yeah, Mazhar, I think I'll be more interested. And I recently released the track. I think it has about 5 lakh views now in a matter of few
Oh wow.
weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's my
great.
first track, my first official track for a movie. I've done so many remixes in track, but then I've never done a remix for a movie. And yeah, I'm very happy because this one track will open the channels.
A lot of doors. You never know.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
So, tell me, have you ever dealt with performance anxiety?
Yeah, I've had. I've had
Yeah.
when the laptop
Do you
crashed.
still have that? Do you still have it
No,
during
no,
your
no.
gigs? No.
See, one thing I know. See, I'm pretty lucky to be on the big stages, and thanks to all the big festivals from India for
Right.
supporting me. And because I know there is so much of talent for them, but then even giving me an opportunity like that, it's a blessing. So once when I go on stage, I'm completely a different person. I just don't know what happens. That's it.
That's a good
When I
thing, you
come
know. I
out,
mean,
yeah, I totally don't remember. It's like I have a adrenaline rush and boom. Yeah, I've not had. I've had sometimes a problem. I've had anxiety issues in the clubs. They
right,
want to
right.
play change songs. Still that thing comes.
Tell
They
me, how
keep,
do you
the,
prepare for your live gigs, as in, before your gigs?
yeah,
How do you prepare yourself?
one day before the exam. So one day before the exam. So how do I do is that I basically do my homework on Beatport.
Right.
So I collect some house music, and then I had not started hip hop. I started hip hop uh, around 16, 17. I started. I mean,
Okay.
I wanted to play that little bit of trap hip hop because
Right.
people
Right.
wanted. So I started even I started taking charts. So I collect the music. The biggest challenge for me is warping the tracks, making them into the subfolder. So that was my biggest challenge. Like,
Right.
so that's
So
how I prepare. And yeah, I tell Ableton, MacBook Pro, don't crash. Ableton, MacBook Pro, don't crash. So yeah, so that's the only anxiety issue I've had.
okay. How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
See, I've discussed this topic with many people. See, free internet.
Correct.
Uh, there is so much of talent that has come, and so much of unwanted nonsense have come out. According to me, see, when you give something for free, people don't have value of that. So
Correct.
I'll
Correct.
explain to you. For example, like let's take those days when the phone bills we had Vodafone. We used to have 1 GB, and we used to use it for 1 month. Today we have 1.5 GB for 1 day and 200 rupees like unlimited calls. So now you see the amount of power what is given to everybody.
I understand.
So
Correct.
see the competition. And
Right.
yeah, it is really a lot of good talent has come out. Of course, a lot of people have been able to showcase the talent. But one thing I feel that uh, everybody were, I think, are almost on the same platform. I feel sometimes you get it because everybody have the power of the internet, so they can do what they want. You can take a video,
Right.
you can talk about somebody, or you can just do a TikTok video and do some dance, and then you have like 1 million views. You get it? And that particular video overlaps an artist track on Instagram. So people are more interested in those TikTok videos and dances.
Correct. Correct.
So please, I'm not here offending any artist because everybody's an artist, but I'm just trying to tell you, free internet has. This is my opinion, my personal opinion about
Correct. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
internet impacting. Yeah.
Right. So, what do you think is important for a DJ? Talent, marketing, looks, in your opinion, or anything else that is more
I
important?
think, yeah. See, I think everything together. Looks is an added advantage.
Correct.
Of course, it is an, but then I think marketing, uh, I think contacts. I should not lie. Sometimes you have to really, contacts is very important in the career, and if you have all these, and then talent, and then the way marketing, yes, of course.
So
I
tell
think
me
there.
one thing. If you have to, put them in order, what comes first? Looks, marketing, or talent?
No, I'll tell. Graphic designer, video editor, music remixer. You gotta be everything these days, right?
Yeah, but no. What I'm asking
Uh,
is, you have three options, okay? But you have to place them in order. So,
mm,
talent, marketing, looks. What comes first? What comes last?
very tricky. Uh, I think uh, talent, marketing, and looks
But a lot of people
because you need to.
don't really care about talent these days.
I understand, but then I have to just give one simple answer, right? So I gave for that. I just gave. Of course, the look is there. Then I don't want to tell that right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to
So
bring the look
looks
first. Yeah,
looks is always an added advantage, but in my
yeah,
opinion, I just think marketing,
yeah,
in today's date, is so important
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
without which, even if you have talent, it doesn't
I
work.
agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree.
So, okay, if you have to start DJ live from the scratch, how will you do it?
DJ live. Can you be a little more elaborate? Like how you mean?
Um,
Uh,
Say, okay, you've been a DJ for a very long time, right?
mm,
But you
mm,
did take
mm.
a break in between, and you vanished for a bit,
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever reasons. How did you restart your career?
Oh, it was tough. Oh my God, that was a journey. I used to sit home. I just don't know. I just don't know what to do. I have no idea. I've just become
Did you
like
just get
one.
lucky? Did you just get lucky with your
Yeah,
yeah?
I'm very lucky. I mean, of course, even during that, I think Chennai floods. You know about it, no? 15.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
had happened? Chennai was completely, and everybody, the government said no shows. But then few people already. But then somebody wanted to do a show, and then they invited me, and then from
Right,
there,
right.
that one thing I took it
And
and I
there was no
used it in
looking
my
back for you, was it?
and I used it for my marketing.
Right.
So
So,
yeah,
anything you dislike about the new generation, as in, with DJs and the way things are going, and anything you dislike or you want to change about the new
TikTok, of course,
generation?
it's changed now. TikTok,
That's a side, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm talking about the new generation, DJs and the gigs and the way. See, there was back in the days, it was a different scene altogether for all of us, but in today's date, everything is so different from what we experienced when we started. So anything you think you should, I mean, you want to change about the new generation?
I think see today anybody can just be a DJ,
Correct.
fail in one career combined. So I think that has always been the biggest problem, that we don't have any support system. We don't have any kind of licensing. Like see today, what I'm feeling very sad about. Just see, this is one point I want to bring across again. Imagine how many people we entertain.
Correct.
Okay, we leave our sleep, we leave our health, we leave our family important. See, people think it's glamorous. I'm talking about
And
really good
also,
DJs.
we leave the main dates, Diwali,
Yeah,
pujas,
yeah.
Eid,
See,
Christmas, New
see,
Year's.
End of the day, I'll tell you. Every time I finish my show, I used to go sit at the airport, right? I used to think, I used to just go to sleep. I used to come back home. My body will be in pain for 2 days closely, because for the 2 hours, 3 hours of continuous dancing, my body will
Right.
give up. And see,
Correct.
today you see COVID crisis. Where is the support?
We are nowhere on the list.
No, they're like, not even like, nobody's even willing to finish how much we have kind of supported, how many people we have entertained, how many favors we would have done for the industry, how
Correct.
many amazing tracks would have come. How many remixes are used, how many tracks are used. But where is the support till date? See, still there is nothing for the musicians. Not only musicians, I'm talking imagine the event industry, the hotel industry, guys. See, end of the day, you finish your job. Where are you going for entertainment? So a lot of musicians are suffering today. See, one thing is that out of izzat, they can't even talk about it. I'm sure a
Correct.
lot of DJs also hungry. Where is the support? Where is the support for the nightlife industry? I think, see, the more than changing, I think only during this COVID crisis time we will have to see, who's the real ones for us.
Very true, very true, very true. I totally
Yeah.
agree with you,
So,
on this part, because
yeah,
I think our industry has hit the worst. If you talk
yeah,
about entertainment industry, the acting industry has opened up uh,
yeah.
bit by bit, and I think we are the only ones who has absolutely no clue what is to happen, when we are going to get back. And as long as social distancing is being maintained, social gathering can't be happening, and then that is where we come in the picture. So we have absolutely, you know
See, and then the saddest part is that, see, not once anybody has asked us, and so many things. Like, I'm so sorry, I kind of lost myself here.
no,
So,
that's all
so
right.
the point, what I felt very bad is that, and during this time also, you see the negativity what people are spreading. I want to
i
tell this:
think
please stop spreading negativity on
I
internet.
think during
Everybody,
covid during
eh,
covid we are facing a lot more negativity than we usually would have
you,
faced in our daily life.
yes, yes. I am
I
like,
mean,
what?
I don't understand why,
I'm like, guys, people's careers are done. Meaning, there is no, the point is that people are even telling there is no chance. for things to open back. Maybe so, I heard at the initial stage somebody told me the economy revived 8 years, and I freaked out. Somebody told me 3 years. You imagine, no? Imagine from your child you work for something. This is for everybody who lost their job, not only us, I'm sure. Imagine you work for something for 10 years, 15 years. Poof, it's just taken away.
It's
So
just
how
taken
will
away.
it
And
feel?
overnight, no preparation, no nothing. Overnight.
Nothing.
So
You,
it's
see, the
scary.
2020 one thing I had started was I've got some pretty good support system. Meaning, I mean, I have had good friends. So during this, I've always got people who have given me good positive advice. So I
Right.
started saving a little bit of money. So that's where I thought. See, imagine I saved little money, okay, because we DJs sometimes, of course, sometimes
We go all out.
we
We
all
always go
yeah,
all out.
shopping this gadgets.
Right,
But then
right,
in 2020, the 2 months, I saved little backup, very little, okay.
right, right,
But that backup helped me for 3 months to survive.
right.
So then I realized, imagine if we all artists uh, uh, would have, I mean, most of the people during crisis see save why it's important. uh, I think COVID also is for us to learn how what exactly we need to do in future. Maybe it's like an alarm bell. We are
Right.
going little fast, and then this is like a stop for us to take a step back, reevaluate. Hopefully, I pray that everything will come back stronger. I think things
Right,
will be a
right.
little better because, as I told you, a lot of people negativity, negativity, negativity. This is what I've been saying on Facebook. Seriously. So I think people should really stop the generation. See, and on top of that, see me being a Muslim, and then the communal fights, and I'm seeing the amount of
Yeah.
nonsense and the nonsense people are sharing, and then the communal fights between the religions and all that stuff. And it's really, I'm really surprised to see. I'm really shocked because what is happening is that the remote control is pressed somewhere, but then end of the day, we are the bakras fighting. The yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah. So
You know,
so so many. Yeah.
correct, correct. But tell me something. Since you're a technical guy, and I mean, you play more on, you do live events and stuff. So I wanted to, for the new generation, okay, I want you to, advise something on technical basis of DJing. How to
See,
prepare for a set, and if people want to go about, making live beats. What do you? How do you reckon they should start?
first, most important thing is that they say education is important, right? You
Correct.
have to definitely go to an academy. See, there
Right.
are self-help. I understand a lot of people don't have money, but understand that because you're going to join academy, you're also helping somebody, right? So
Right.
meaning there is future possibility. Your teacher or whoever, they'll be indebted to you. A teacher will never let his students go. So I think what I want to tell is that request, even if you're not having little money, maybe join at a good institute on installment basis. As I told you, we need to support each other. So
Correct.
go to a good academy. Go to a good academy, learn over there. I think there are amazing tutors all over India. There are most of the academies in India is like top class. I've seen like
Right.
so. I'm sure those teachers and then the academies uh, directors will definitely help you. So I think once you join the academy, I think from there you can start because the academy will help you open doors. Like some academies have campus selection. So it's like, see, if you're gonna sit in the bedroom and say DJ, no, I don't think it works out.
Yeah, but how do
Sometimes
you? Do you have any technical advice for them, for the new generation
uh,
DJs?
I think you start off with a good academy. I mean, start off with the yeah. I think first learn your manual DJing and then shift
Correct.
to digital DJing because
Correct.
manual DJing is just your backup. Of course, today the world is an
Creating
era
a
of digital
base is
DJing.
very important. I think
Yeah, yeah.
creating
Because
a
like for
base.
example, I told you right. I never expected the laptop will get crashed, and first time in 9 years my laptop crashed. First time it crashed on
Wow.
Delhi. Close to 8 to 10,000 people were there,
Right.
and it was. So imagine if I had not had the what you say the pen drive and the
Backup. Yeah,
experience
yeah.
of the rear gear. Yeah, so I think you should really have some hardware experience. Like,
Correct, correct.
and from there, I think you really the next step is becoming a music producer. I think that's like again the academy will help. So from there you can choose which direction you want to go. Of course, if you
Right,
want to make it little bigger, I feel added advantage. Do the production course as well, because a
right,
production course will always come handy for a very long time.
right, right. Okay, Madhav, we're coming to the rapid fire questions.
Yes. Okay.
Your favorite
Yeah.
club?
My favorite club would be. There are many,
Uh-huh.
but there are many. Of course, there are such amazing places. My
Tell me
favorite will
anyone.
be anyone. I think. Where have I played? No, this is very tricky. My favorite. I played at Tot Hyderabad several times. So I love that place because
Okay.
of the airport journey, that
Right,
drive.
right,
I love it.
right. Favorite Indian and international DJ artist?
My favorite Indian DJ will be, I think, NYK.
Okay. And
NYK, yeah,
international?
because I like international Armin.
Urban Mandarin. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, any three qualities you need? I mean, it's a must to be a DJ. In your opinion,
Uh,
any three qualities required to be a DJ?
uh, no, the three qualities would be, sorry, yeah, I'm like like losing myself. Yeah. Okay. So that would be, I think, hard work, patience. Have a lot of patience. One day the bell will ring. Don't give up.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
So one day it will happen. You never know. One day it will definitely happen.
So hard work, patience, and one more. One more.
Hard work, patience, and be humble. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And tell me something. What is the easiest way to piss you off?
You offend me. You kind of shout at me. I get pissed off. Should ask my mom. I keep getting angry.
Okay. Okay.
I get
Weirdest song suggestion you ever received?
weirdest song. Kuttu paattu, nalla fast up today. That means play kuttu song. More fast beat. That's they keep telling me.
One thing you want to change in this industry?
Come on, yeah, let's support each other.
Okay.
Definitely.
What is the one track that never gets old for you?
There are so many. You mean,
Anyone? One of your favorites, probably since childhood or anything.
I like Eiffel 65, Move Your Body.
Okay. What is the one crazy thing that a fan has done for you so far?
Fan has done for me. Mother, I love you. Screamed on stage.
Oh, wow. Okay. What's your secret talent?
My secret talent. Okay, that's like my secret talent. That should be. I can. Okay. What should see? You know what? Actually, I should have asked you the questions before. Please do not tell me what you're gonna ask. But then the fun is spontaneous, right? So
Exactly. And this rapid
my
fire. So I want you to.
secret talent is like I can work like without getting tired. I can just
Wow.
work. I can run. I can like no complaints.
Wow.
I can
That's
I
nice.
can just work. Just let it be anything like running around for anything. I can
Basically,
work.
you like the whole idea of being on your feet and working and
Yeah,
being busy,
no
actually.
move. Yeah.
Otherwise,
So
you get
because
lazy.
no, yeah, I'll keep sleeping. I keep getting scoldings from mom. So I think after Shahzadi Kitchen, I realized that it's very it's challenging.
Right. Right.
Okay, I learned because see, you have to understand when you open the kitchen, it has same again as the DJ. You use little bit of qualities,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
audience,
Correct.
texting. Like your order is like your gig.
Right. Right.
So your
So,
order is like a gig. Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. See. Okay.
It's
Well, we've come to the last segment of our question.
yeah.
Anything you want to tell our new generation DJs?
See, I know that everything is looking gloomy, but then some of my close people have told when there is a down, the next step is going to be up. So
Right.
no matter what you're going through, please understand that if you're having a roof over your head, you have food to eat. It's okay, you're blessed.
Right.
So don't worry about anything. See, everything has a time. So don't
Right.
feel that no, I started my career, it ended. For everybody, it is the same.
No,
So
but even
please,
apart from COVID, also, I mean, for the new generation DJs, this show is all about, uh, educating our audience, with the experience that you have gone through, or other, whoever is coming in the show.
if people are shaming you into doing something, don't do it. Do
Right.
whatever you want to do in life. You have a choice.
Right. Right.
So if you want to be a DJ, you be a DJ. If you want to be like a music producer, be a music producer. You want to be a cook, be a cook. Whatever you
Right.
love, do. Because end of the day, it's you. You know.
Right. 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 So, any suggestion you want to give them as to how to, get better with their skills and, stuff like that?
See, now is the time that sit yourself and introspect what is happening. See, my
Correct.
whole secret is that every year you need to progress at least little.
Right.
So if that progress is happening, don't worry. That small progress for that so many years, one day the fruits will bear. So make
Correct.
sure that, like in terms of, for example, you have not concentrated on your health. It's okay, concentrate on your health a little bit.
Right.
If your collection is weak, maybe sit and do your
Work on it
collection.
right
Like yeah,
now. Yeah.
work on the like if you're mixing, like you feel that no, I want to do a little. Start little you do. So slowly that thing will grow for you. So this is the only
Correct.
advice I
Correct.
think yeah. Like it's
Correct.
okay. Don't rush into anything. So everything takes time. So go slow.
Right. Right. Thank you so much, Mazhar, for being with us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, and thanks to all the people watching this. And I'm so sorry if why I'm telling the story is that if because most of the opinions I gave are my personal opinions here.
Right.
So during this COVID time, we need to support each other, and I want to thank Louvre and thank you, Donna, for such an amazing invite. It's a pleasure to be here and
Thank you
talk
so
on
much.
this show.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I mean, we always
Yeah.
we've been trying to, strive with people, who wants to come and explain their story and their journey for the new generation. For a lot of us, actually, even me also, I mean, I don't know so many people's journey, and it just intrigues me to understand and
I,
learn
th- I,
from
th- I think one day somebody must take your interview. I think someone should do that from Louvre, and I'm going to watch it.
someday,
I think
someday.
Tina
Hopefully,
should do. Tina should do your interview. Seriously, make this a note, and I'm going to watch it. Okay.
sure, yeah,
So
sure, sure.
yeah, good night. Thank you once again,
Thank
Donna.
you so
Thank
much.
you, Louvre.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Tina, and thank you for such an amazing invite and then the format. And it
Thank
was
you,
not
man.
very tough. Okay. So this
No,
was
no,
a
no.
pretty
It's
easy
just
interview.
it's just your journey. We just talk about your
Yeah.
journey and your contribution in the music industry. How far and how things
Thank you.
have built over the time. So yeah.
Sure.
Thanks so much
Okay.
for being
So
with us,
thank
Mother.
you,
Good
Donna.
night.
Thank you.
See
Good
you.
night. Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was DJ Mazhar, aka Get Massive, one of the best trance DJs we have in our country. And well, we have another name for the next week. So stay tuned, be blessed, and be healthy. And I shall see you soon. This is your host, DJ Donna, signing off for now. Good night and God bless.